So today I'm going to be talking about stuff that I hate in the music industry. Primarily, I'm going to be talking about things like battles of the bands, songwriting competitions, American Idol, America's Got Talent, The Voice, all those kinds of things. So what's up? My name's Lewin. This is GarageBand and Beyond. Welcome to my channel. So right out of the gate, I want to start with a great quote from everybody's favorite modern drummer, well, most people's favorite modern drummer, Dave Grohl. So let's get ready to hit that pause button just so you can read quickly for a minute. All right. So now I've had a chance to check out that quote if you haven't already seen it yet. I think it's an awesome one. I really, when that came out a few years ago, I was like, yes, Dave. And I sort of wanted to talk and further his point about sucking, being bad at your instrument and then meeting people and with other bad instruments and you all are bad at your thing together. You know what I mean? There is something so valuable at traveling that path with a group of cool people or even shitty people, but there's something valuable about that path of being bad at what you do, but having a sense of camaraderie while you do it, right? And this is what, the overall point of what I'm saying about all of these things is that the second you start competing with your music is the second that you start losing the object, right? The whole point of what it is to be an artist and what it is to be a musician, if you ask me, and you ask a lot of other professional musicians, it's a brotherhood. This is not a competition. We shouldn't be jealous of each other. We should be happy for each other. If something sounds awesome or they make an awesome video or a great recording or whatever, feel free to like it and share it and promote it because it's awesome and people like awesome things. More and more now the trend is to sort of be isolated from, the other things going on around you because they're in quote unquote competition with your business, right? So what I want to stress is that it's more important that this is a brotherhood and a camaraderie of like-minded people. You know what I mean? And I wanted to share a couple of stories of things, I've been in 5 different battles of the bands and I never won any of them. So that's partially why why I don't like those things. But the point is though, when I lost, how shitty I felt about it, how bad I had felt about that moment of build up and you're waiting for them to call the band's name. And then I will say 5 out of 5, the bands I was in, we all came in second, but never first. And it just sort of made me feel bad. And in later years, it made me realize, wow, what a crappy experience that was because I made no money. They took songs off of our albums, put it on some sort of compilation disc that they were selling at the venue, but we got none of that money. So what I realized in the long run here is that things like battles of the bands, especially if they're trying to make you guys sell tickets before the show, you got to sell tickets and that's how you win this thing. That's bullshit, you guys. That is some promoter in some little crappy office making money off of what you love to do. And don't even get me started on musicians not getting paid properly. We can make another video about that someday. But point is, it's just awful when you lose those things. And then the winners get this crappy sense of self-entitlement, but really all that happened was that every musician who played however many shows just got totally taken advantage of by some promoter. The bar made money, the promoter made money. If they made compilation discs, the CD company made money. But 99.9% of the time, I've never seen a band actually get paid to play at a Battle of the Bands. And those sell your tickets before the show thing, don't even bother with those shows. They're never going to be fun. You're always going to you're never going to make any money. And it's just a pain in the ass. Don't do those things. There are better shows out there for you. Songwriting competitions, same exact thing. I have sent in songs to be, there's that thing, taxi.com. I don't like it. What I realized, and that's not necessarily a competition as much as it is like a music placement service, but I don't like Taxi. What I realized is that the reviews that were coming back to me were not written by professional musicians or artists at all. They were just sort of written by, I don't know who these people were, journalists but some of the comments, it was so clear to me that they weren't people who should be reviewing music and giving feedback to artists, because the kind of feedback they were giving was totally, non-constructive. Songwriting competitions, I never won one of those things, but same deal. You pay $25 to put your music in competition with a bunch of other people, which doesn't make any sense to me. That just means that those people who, you're going to pay somebody $25 to listen to your song and tell you if you're better than other people. I mean, when I do the mental math on that, that I've done that in the past, it just infuriates me. So overall, what I want to say to you guys, if you're a young musician, a middle-aged musician, or an older musician, I'm 41, by the way, so I've been through this thing since I was 15, I think, is when I really started playing out live, 15, 16. But the point is that if you learn to work together with your friends, I'm talking about writing songs and just being in bands, or when you're out watching bands or watching bands online, be friendly with each other. This is a brotherhood, and it can only get better. And I promise you this, all of it, songwriting, all of it gets better when you do it with other people. There's nothing but proof in the history books, Lennon and McCartney and, Elton John and, his partner's name is escaping me, but Elton John and the guy who writes all his lyrics. The songwriting team thing has been like a tried and true tradition, and I see less and less of it happening. And so I encourage you strongly to do that, and just, be happy for each other. This is not a competition, you guys. This is a camaraderie, brotherhood thing. I keep saying that. Oh my gosh. I should have some sort of counter going, I think. But anyway, that's it, you guys. Don't enter those things. If anybody asks you to pay to play, just tell them no. You don't have to be rude or anything, be professional about it. But you could just, if there's any sort of, you got to pay to play this thing, or you got to pay to let us listen to your music, don't do it. It's a scam. Those people are trying to take your money, and they're doing the wrong thing for music, and I hate them all. And that's my 2 cents. All right, you guys. So hope you enjoyed today's video. Leave lots of comments below over on the Facebook. We've been talking about this a bunch over the years, actually. And I have all these other videos, so please check those out. And of course, my Patreon page if you'd like to help support the channel. And check out the video next week, or maybe the week after that. I haven't exactly figured out when, but this cool microphone right here, I don't know if you've noticed my copper phone. Oh, copper phone. So awesome. Anyway, check that video out when it comes out, and I'll talk to you guys soon. All right, have a great day. Peace.